think you saving grace, but you about face. You leave no trace, I'll bring a tiger to that rat race. You leaving a neck brace, I'll bring the heat to that cold case. You on that downfall, all puffed up like you high on that mace. You still confuse them, use it, whack lines that you wrote. You all backwards like thinking that black thought ain't the go. Well, you barely can stand it, trying to do the Super Bowl shuffle. I'm crashing all these weddings, punk drunk with bloody knuckles. Well, that's a reference to late 80s for you internet babies whining about your connection with the clues like Dick Tracy. Consider this peaceful murder, got a band around my head like Kevin Herter, doing a bunch of styles you've never heard of. There, I'm the king of lemons from around the bend, swimming with weird fishes. Really, it doesn't make a difference. I was born without a rap voice, but got 10 on the agility. Blue collar to full scholarship, sailed at the vicinity. That penny lost the shine, box of wine with accidental slice. Red all over your new sneaks, my peaks come with mic device. Persuading poets to think twice about the heart, but I'm barely stuck on stoic, open book right from that start. But y'all punch drunk at that masquerade, the gods are in the details. Throwing sunshade that y'all made, the holy grail's not in her emails. Let me clarify, I'm a nice guy, but I was raised to do the dirt is needed. Blunted off reality, my garden's weeded. I'll meet you at the bar with sober bars that go hard, like listening to Maker's beats in your mom's old car. Giving life advice to therapists, reconnecting continents, talking aimlessly with atheists about sense and righteousness. We all agree there's nothing there and settle for the unprepared, cause chaos in the dialogue in a novel that we all share. I'm time traveling to throw signs in old boxing pictures while you're arguing about status and who was the one who was richer. I'm cool with the old ways cause it's too precious at the new. I'll be broken till I'm gone even though I got glue. Too many miracles. I'm hunting without the bloodshed on a belly that spent welfare, cause I don't need no ghost of animal kings following my footsteps. I got enough haunts to go around. I'm taking space and playing rounds of chess on my chest, using bishops to get the juice and crowns. While I'm on it, Raheem didn't deserve that death, but play with fire and you get to pop it to the chest. Okay, pull up the niche plane and find those wider waters, cause this terrain's only plain English to those conscious daughters. Well, check the method, man, I speak in tongues to Zulu gods, electrified by stories from those mid-aughts blogs. This commitment to listen dailies and always never maybe. To my tapes I say devout even though I never play thee. It's not me, it's them. I do my best to stay honest, still trying to figure out how to cope with the monsters upon us. You'll never find me on the stoop talking about those old days, saying hip-hop died from bricks and gunplay. Man, it is what it is. Every signal gets disrupted, every corporate free rebellion eventually gets corrupted, and things shift, they don't vanish. And the rifts that we manage to reconstruct the pieces with speech that speaks lavish. It's all about perspective. We'll see, the older that I get, every verse becomes a ransom note and beats of bomb threats. I used to think rules made it better, guard the samples with my life. Yeah, this culture's got a code, I say on a tangent to my wife. But the feeling's still valid, and this play's meant to be tragic. Chasing violence for violence, yeah, that's the human inhabit. It's the drums and the static, it's the lights in the attic. I learned in the basement, evolving means redefining classics. So on and on we spin, on a rock made of fire, pointing lenses at the sky until the retina gets tired. So on and on we spin, on the rock breathing what we can see, hyping all the nothing at the bottom of the sea. The end time's upon us, the watch battery died, and if somebody told you that I was whack, that motherfucker lied. You can't trust too many miracles. It's like that. Hey yo. Under my eyelids, I wrote no surprises, no viruses or silences that are awkward and defiant. I wrote a giant to a party on the moon. There's a better way to get there than in the rocket of a tycoon. I'm dreaming all of a sudden, yeah, I'm buying a baker's dozen. I'm trying to remember the last time that I saw my cousin. No matter what the date is, I'ma play this for the aphids and say, hey kids, watch this. I'm a magician in the kitchen, well-wishing, washing dishes, thinking fault lines and code switches. Yeah, tapes used to fuel everything I did. Yeah, that first Wu tape was a collage of danger. Allen's on Shallon full of 40s and tongues over razors, and since then my neck has always been protected. But it's only recently that my dollars became invested. Cause a full-time musician, ironically, is usually out of the loop, trying to survive on peanut butter and soup. That life wrecked my back, but most strangers think it's cute. Well, I'm floating through agendas, I'm playing the Pixies and the Pretenders until the playlist gets to Sam and Otis. Cold December by the fire, watching Fargo in The Wire, comparing my songs to the miracles they made. Yeah, you think you got it made with the numbers on your side, but the shade's the coolest place to hide, and we often get stuck in pride and speaking out of turn while those split logs burn. Counting sparks in the dark, my wisdom has been hard to earn. And under these eyelids, I wrote no surprises, no warnings, no weakness, no speeches about completeness, no features or dream sequence, or diving into the deep ends, or acting like it depends. If the culture's on the mend, obsequious to friends, and to the church of Herc, we give our life to this work. 2-minute miracles. I see the end of everything through the muddy lens of big drums. A million rats run around mistaking tails for big crumbs. These visions imprison me for the majority of my day. I think about colliding stars and passing through the gray. I've got those meta blues cruising through the galaxy, red line at 90% of Deuteronomy. I'm looking for organic autonomy, or a cool colony that's foundation is honesty. Or the answer's probably when I ask if we gonna make it. I love the uncertainty that comes from the sacred belief that we only know bits and pieces of what this all means, and we bleed for our theories and theses cause we need better dreams. I'm aware that expectations to grow up and play nice act like youth's a raft, and we're hanging on for our life. The expectations expected to keep us on the couch, sifting through subscriptions, putting poison in our mouths. Been suspicious from the get-go, asking why in the worst times, pushing through anxiety, sorting out all those lies, being told I haven't been kidnapped, you just like tape and ties, and you prefer the garbage. Yeah, you got a thing for flies. Seeing the world clearly, but existing in it too feels impossible, like tunneling right out the zoo. So it's time to fix the tuner for all my late bloomers. The broadcast at long last is more than just a rumor. Yeah, we're bringing down those satellites and never faking lunar, cause our relationship is factory and consumer. Finally accepting my status as social justice truther. All these white hairs, they want a boring apocalypse. They cosplaying soldiers while screaming what's appropriate. Realities they don't align, and that's fine by me, just as long as they don't step on the places I seed. I appreciate y'all listening to what pops in my head. It's usually just scattered pictures and lectures from the dead. I'd rather spend the time with y'all instead, by way of 2-minute miracles, bringing joy to dread like that. Hey yo, check me out. You whining about the summer, I'm trying to get from the under, cause life is lottery. And some days they got your number, I'd rather pay the piper than plumber, cause these maneuvers don't slumber. Cucumber cool, but learning lessons from old blunders. It's time to break the bank when jewels run low, manipulating days so I can build time on my flow. So high off the news that you can't see the low. Rabbit holes a million lives away from rocking your bows. Dusty fingertips exhausted from a broke home night. No sleep, no peace, only crates with records in sight. Particular to criminals waxing about the system. It's the old story about the hero and the victim. New legends from old tropes under lights in a burrow. Few fights leave you more restless than the ones that are thorough. Broken noses don't suppose it's only way to advance, but at some point progression sucker punches romance. By the book, a sharp hook, and today's new look become the recipe for rest of me to shake off the shook and stop toiling over tapestries, poison the caviar, fumble through the fallacies, and they tell us who saviors are. Well, they used to be Illuminati, but now they is illuminated. We're seeing so many caskets, but I rap for those that pontificated. It's easy to lose focus when your memory is your North Star. Running through old days cause they the reason that you are. Looking back through stacks of photos, finding fades in the corner. Polaroids when the void, documenting the mourners. We leave off by tossing the ragged overboard and find a way out of the shadow with chains we can't afford. Alone these words are useless, but together a manifesto. Reclaiming humanity with sacrifice, and then presto, the world becomes new again with the dead weight gone. And love becomes the focus where it always belonged. The world becomes new again with the dead weight gone, and love becomes the focus where it always belonged. 2-minute miracles. It's like that, Anna. Went from cute to little rude to Timberland boot. Out the chute with no ladder, just a glycerin fuse. Took notes and ill quotes from the jungle muse. Shook folks and still wrote while I crumbled their crews. Yeah, the humble gonna get it if they let it sink in. Double U gonna get it with a fadeaway spin. Been hired by Hera to murder the man. I'm sick of playing second fiddle to a one-man band. Can't stand to see somebody flex like this. $100 future watch all up on my wrist. Funny for a second, but it play out like this. Better watch where you're walking, get your cinnamon twist. The bliss is kiss goodbye to right the might of plight of that killer instinct with a panther in sight. Smashing through the life like a dancer in flight. Yeah, rock the shock the muse till the failure sing right. Yeah, we playing wrong games through the guilt and the shame. Hiding behind nothing with rivers for last name. Fly with the wizardry from the bedrock. Paying homage to the bombers that never stop. Emotional disaster, I'm the break drunk master. No time to clock the cheaters, cause you know that I'm faster. The breakbeat assassin with melodious insight. The smooth operator about to pack out the windpipe. Walking through the halls of my mind on cruise control. Y'all can live in my dreams because it's rent control. Speaking to the trees, yeah, we're gonna go for the gold. Got a